As the city struggled to rebuild itself, people in the Bay Area faced another unforgiving force of nature: drought. By 1991, the 5th year of the drought was parching the landscape. People rationed water and allowed their lawns to turn brown. By mid-October of that year, a real Indian summer had set in. Temperatures were rising. A hot, dry wind was blowing out of the northeast. It was nature's perfect recipe for disaster. On the morning of October 19th, a small brush fire broke out near the Caldecott Tunnel. Oakland firefighters knew the situation was serious. They called in 5 alarms to fight the blaze. By Saturday night, they thought everything was under control.
Get the ladder? Yeah, get the ladder out now and put it up on the roof.
But Sunday morning, the fire exploded back to life, fanned by winds gusting up to 50 miles an hour. Fueled by bone-dry eucalyptus trees and wood frame homes, the firestorm had begun.
The whole fire is coming out! Get on in!
The fire raced up the hillsides of North Oakland and southeastern Berkeley, blowing over Highway 13 to Upper Rockridge, wiping out home after home, neighborhood after neighborhood.
When this fire started coming, it was you could smell it. I mean, it was overwhelming smell, a horrible smell, and it got to the point where it was difficult to see and to breathe because of the smoke in the air and because of the soot.
I felt really scared, really frightened. And then the clouds of smoke were so thick, and it started to feel dangerous physically. And that's why I really wanted to get the animals out and my child out.
Robert and Bonnie Bruce were among thousands of people who literally ran for their lives from the racing inferno.
Evacuate the area, let's go.
The analogy for me was like war. I was never in combat, but it was very much like that because you were facing an irresistible enemy, and you had, very little power to do anything about it. You felt guilty about leaving things behind, about not being able to do things for other people. So it was very much like a war situation for us at that time.
More than 1,000 firefighters from as far away as Fresno were called in to fight the fire, but they were overwhelmed.
This extraordinary fire, reported at times to be in excess of 100 feet high, that is the flame.
Flames took out power lines to 17 pumping stations in the Oakland water system. Antiquated water lines were too narrow to supply adequate water pressure. Firefighters in some areas simply ran out of water.